made it. It's time for a premiere stream. I hope that you're doing well. Happy New Year. Hey, Spitzka. Hope you're doing well there. Good to see you over with the Losers just a moment ago. I'm delighted tonight because it's premiere night. I'm doing a new project, Super Dice Heroes. Yes, here. Yes, Super Dice Heroes Saga. It's going to be an event that takes place all through 2023. So every month a new mission will release, and you have the whole month to try to play to get the high score. And if you get the high score, you will be the superhero of the month. But along with that, there are fun like achievements and things to try to unlock just for playing for funsies. And so this is the first one. This is mission 1. This is January's mission, and it's adding a good bit to the basic idea of Super Dice Heroes, the original. So I'm excited for it. I'm very excited. So, man, what a delight. What a delight. So we'll get it in here just a moment. Happy New Year. Any new games you're playing? Anything that you're excited about? We have been hooked on this one game called Sea Salt and Paper. And it is so good. It is such a good game. We are just delighted by it. We've played it on Board Game Arena. It's on there. You can play. It's so good. It's like a classic rummy style game where you're trying to get pairs and duos is what it's called in that game, but you're just drawing cards and discarding cards. But wow, it's really a delight of a game. And we've played it a good bit. And it has my favorite thing, and it's all like ocean themed, so there's seashells and fish and sharks and swimmers and crabs, boats, all these things. But there are mermaids, and there are 4 of them in the deck, and it's played over several rounds, but if at any point you ever get all 4 mermaids in your hand, you just auto win. You just win the game, which is pretty wild. It's just fun. Lauren did it the other day. I just did it tonight. Oh man, how fun. How fun, how fun, how fun. So if you want to play along, the game sheet is available in several different places, but here's one place. There's the link. Spitzka says, we just played the Mozart game. Oh, Lacrimosa. I have heard so many great things about that. Was it good? Did you enjoy it? It looks wonderful. So many great games out right now. It's been a good year in board games, hasn't it? Last year was a good year in board games, 2022. I can't believe it's 2023 already. Here we are. So I'm going to try to get a high score tonight, because that's what I like to do in games. It's good, and one of the games I have to say is worth the money to get it. Very good. Yeah, there are some of those games that are very pricey that you may only play one time. We've been playing, talking about pricey games, we just started playing Gloomhaven. And we tried a few months ago, I think, to play it, and we watched all these how to play videos. In the first play, we lost horribly. And we're just like, what are we doing wrong? We actually got several rules wrong. Lauren was playing a character that was Spellweaver, which is, I don't know, like the wizard of the group. And it has a really unique mechanic where you're losing cards a lot and maybe getting them back. And it was really complicated and not a good pair for who I was playing. So we just kept losing. So we finally were like, we're going to sit down. We're actually going to try to learn this. So over the past week, we played again and then changed it up. And she switched characters to this awesome it's like he's like a crag horn or something like that. Crag something. But he deals with like nature and the earth, and he's really strong. He can use ranged with his nature stuff, and he also can heal. So he's just like all the things, and we've been winning again. Corthane, good morning, friend. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. We're going to play some Super Dice Heroes. I can't believe it. Now we made it to this point. We've had quite a week. Not to be a sad story over here, but COVID hit our home. Santa brought us COVID. So Christmas, 2 folks in our family got COVID. And so we had to change all of our plans, all of our travels, and we have just been homebound this past week, which was really sad to miss family, but we got a lot of time at home. So we're rescheduling things and all that, but everyone's okay, thankfully. I'm thankful for the vaccine and thankful that it was not as bad as it could have been. And I have dodged it. I don't know how. It's hit our home 2 times now, and I have not caught it yet, unless I've just been testing false negatives and also no symptoms. I haven't had any symptoms. It's just wild. So yeah, thank you. That's kind of, it's just a reality of our week of just here. So we've been playing a lot of games, watching a lot of movies and shows, and good family time. We made it work. But I think we should jump in here in just another minute or two as folks are gathering. Got Spitzka, Corthane hanging out. I don't normally stream on this day. I've got a class this week, an intensive class, Tuesday to Friday. And so I will be in class on Thursday when I would normally stream. I was going to do it yesterday, but then there was the TLN, Tabletop Live Network, and I just felt, I was like, I can't counter stream. It doesn't seem wise. And, yeah, that's right, Spitzka. I very well could be asymptomatic, but I have tested negative too. So that's the other thing. But there are false negatives. But, we've been extra cautious and wearing masks. I've been wearing masks as I've been out and about. But one of the girls went back to school today even, because the latest protocols are 5 days since you had a fever, I guess, or since you tested positive. It's wild, isn't it? It's a wild, wild, wild ride we've been through. But here's the game. If you want to join in, here is the link. I'm going to share just a couple links here real quick. Here's game. Here is the website. And this is really where I'm posting just a ton of this stuff there. It's really probably one of the best places to get it, because that's just where I'm going to throw all this stuff. Another good spot each month is to be looking at Board Game Geek. The Board Game Geek page, I'll post there, and keep an eye on the forums there. So those are kind of the key places to get this game. I'm so excited. We have some fun surprises today on the stream. I have a video to play. Yeah, a new intro video. We've got something crazy to happen on the screen. That's okay, Spitzka. I hope you have a good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining in for a moment and saying hey. I'm gonna read our story and then I'll show our silly thing here. But first, let me show you this. Let's go to the table real quick. Here's what I'm really excited about is, I don't know if you're into 3D printing or even if you have access to one. We got a 3D printer recently this last year, and I have messed around with making a 3D item, and so made this simple token. In Super Dice Heroes, you use a token to move around the board, and I just think this is so fun. And so if you want to, you can go to Thingiverse, the link is there, and you can download this and print this piece if you have access to a 3D printer, and use this piece at home. Isn't that fun? And each month, hopefully, I'll be able to do the character in this fun 3D print, which I just think is so fun. And I did spray, prime, and paint one with this. Our hero in this episode is the Dice Knight. Can you believe it? So there's this fun piece. I watched someone has already played around, and she streamed it and put it on YouTube. And she doesn't have a 3D printer, but she's a crafter, and she made a 3D box of the Dice Knight, which looked amazing. Made me so happy to see that. So I'll be using this painted one for today, and I'm going to set aside this 3D printed one for now. But I'm just delighted that this is all just worked out. It's all worked. So let's do this. We're going to jump in here, and we're going to play a video. I've got some story to read. Oh my gosh, we haven't had this fireside chat in a while. So I've got some story to read. But there are a couple items for the game. There is this main page, and this is what is for January. There is this achievement tracker, which is in that file also. And the achievement tracker, this is just for fun extras, but this is also for January. And this one, it has a couple different things. One, it has where you can write your score when you play. This is like a lifetime collection over several plays. The idea is that you would want to try to rescue all the different bystanders and the animals, and then also do the specific things for that mission. So you could potentially do that in one play. It would be hard, I think, but you could definitely do it in 2 plays. But it's just for fun, kind of like keeping track of that stuff. And so, like, I've played several games, video games that are like 100% this game. That's the idea. And then there are these 9 achievements down here, which are just for fun. But they're getting a certain score, 100, 110, 120. Then there are these specific ones that are like do a certain task in that game. This one is defeat all the robots in a single game. This one is rescue every bystander in a single game. There are 9 total bystanders. Yes. This is collect every help and move bonus in a single game, which I'll show you what that is in just a moment. There are 12 of them total, 6 for each one, 6 help and 6 move. And then these are just kind of like logging plays. So this is play 2 games of the January mission, play 5 games of the January mission, and then this last one is officially log your score. There's a little QR code. So I have just a simple Google form, which as the story unfolds, depending on what people do, it will affect the story. So one question on there is, which animals, bystanders, did you rescue in this mission? Another one is, did you defeat 3 or more robots? Depending on what the net total is of all those and the average is, that will affect the story in the months ahead. Oh my gosh, I'm so delighted. There's also these rule sheets here, and this is in that doc too. But this is, I'm going to explain the rules, but just to show you this, and we're going to read this story and then the conclusion after in just a moment. But that will give a fuller picture. But the idea is each month, that will kind of be the gist. There will be a 1-page mission. Got it. There'll be a 3D printable thing. There will be an achievement page, and then there will be rules. And so those 4 pages, you'll just be able to print. And if you save your achievement tracker, then at the very end of the year, a year from now, you'll be totaling your score over an entire year, over 12 games. But also, if you're joining in like in July, it's fair game. You can just jump right in. And if you missed out on, affecting the story, it's okay. It doesn't matter, right? You can still just play. But also, it's not like a character that you have to take through the entire story. You could just play August, and that's fine. You don't have to play January all the way to the certain month to be up to date. You can just play one mission, and that's fine. So that's the idea. It's a little different from Dice in the Darkness, which was a take a character through all 10 of these, and it tells this continuous story. I found that it was difficult 5 weeks in for someone to join in. They're like, this looks fun, but I can't commit, 5 to 10 hours of pre-play just to play on the stream today. So, all right, friends, this has been so fun already. But here, let's first go to our little promo. Thanks, Corthane. Corthane, if you weren't here, I'd be who knows how long into the stream. All right, here we go. Thank you. Here's our story. Night falls on the city, but this night is no ordinary night. There is a buzz, some kind of whir that is stirring throughout the night. Out from the shadows, these sounds grow and become beeps, boops, and the sound of metal moving. The screams of innocent bystanders fill the streets of the city. Robots are attacking! The dice spotlight flies through the sky, a beacon of hope that the hero will come to help. High atop a building, looking over the city, stands that very hero, the city's only hope. The hero furrows his brow behind his mask, curls his lip and tightens his jaw, clenches his fists to prepare for battle, and says in the highest pitched voice you can possibly imagine, "My city is under attack. I am the knight that protects this city. I am the one in the shadows that keeps it safe. I am the Dice Knight." All right, we're going to play this game, Super Dice Heroes Saga January. And here, I'm so excited. Ready? Here's our Dice Knight. I am Dice Knight. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited he's here. So let's jump in. In this game, we are going to be using 4 dice. I'll roll them, and anyone that's playing along here on Twitch or on YouTube or on a replay, you're going to use these same dice rolls. And we're going to see who's going to get the highest score while all using the same dice rolls. So that's fun. So it's played over 12 rounds. And as you kind of just look around this page, there are 6 different locations. This is our starting area. We are the Dice Knight. We're going to be moving around the city, helping at different locations, moving to other locations, helping there, trying to do our best to earn the most honor, which are the victory points in this game. So on a turn, these 4 dice are rolled, and then you use those 4 dice. You spend one at a time a die to either move or to help. Now, in the very first turn, you have to spend a die to move because you are up on this building. You're going to jump down and help. But when you let's talk about moving first, right? So you can spend a die to move to the location of what that number is. So if I spend a 1, I can move my hero to the 1 zone. If I spend this 6, I could move my hero down to the 6 zone, right? That's the gist. Also, if you are in a location, say I am in the 1 zone, I could spend a 2 to move there, right? Or a 3 to move there, same deal. But I could spend the die that matches that area to go to any location. So that's how movement works, right? So you're going to be trying to move around the city the best you can to spend your other dice, which you can use to help. Okay, so and also you don't have to move every turn. You can stay in one very same location and spend all 4 dice to help, or you can move multiple times in a turn. There's no limit to that. It's just each die you choose to either help or move with it. Let's talk about helping. If you help with a die, you spend it and you either cross off that number in that location or write that number in that location, depending on what the requirements are for it. So let's look at City Hall first here. There are numbers 1 through 4, and they're arranged in rows and columns. So I could spend this 2, and I could cross off any one of these 2s, right? That would be helping there. Now, if you say I have these other dice, which I really can't do anything with the 5 and the 4, but I could spend this 1, cross off a 1. Then I could spend this 5, fly down here, and then spend this 6 down there to help. That's kind of the gist of a turn. It's just you're making 4 choices, help or move for each dice. All right, well, let's zoom in on each one of the locations. City Hall has numbers 1 to 4, like I just said. When you finish a row, you'll get +8 honor. The star there is honor for each row you finish. If you finish a column, which the columns are all 1s or all 2s or all 3s or all 4s, you get, depending on what it is, you get, the first one is a bystander. The bystanders are these little squares, cubes that are purple, and then they're thematically dressed for their location. So this is the mayor at City Hall. So you can rescue the mayor. If you do that, you come down here and you circle them in the little scoring area, and bystanders are worth 4 points at the end of the game. That's great. You want to rescue bystanders, of course. The next thing here, it's green, and it has like a person moving quickly. You'll never guess what this is. This is the bonus for movement. So if you collect this, you come down here to the movement area and you circle one of those. And now you have a bonus that you can use that very turn or at any point in the rest of the game. To use that, you just cross it off, and it's like adding an extra die of any color you want to move. So it's not changing one of these dice to a different number. It's actually like an additional die, a bonus die of any number that you can use only to move. Cool? Now, this one, the orange one, is a hand, and that's the help bonus. There's 6 possible help bonuses down here. You circle it. Again, same idea. You can spend it that turn or at any point in the rest of the game. And if you spend it, you get to get an extra die, basically, of any number. I'm just using this for visual purposes, but you just kind of do it in your head. But any number you want, and it's an extra die. It's not just changing one of your 4 dice. So those are really good. You can really get some really great turns going with those. Also, if at the end of the game you have bonuses that you gained, but you did not spend them, did not use them during the game, they're worth 1 honor, 1 extra point. So straight up, you're just getting a point, or you're getting the potential to get more points by spending it down the way. All right, here is this. It's a key with a heart on it. This is the key to the city. You're at City Hall, you're saving the day, people are amazed at what you're doing. If you finish this column, you earn the key to the city. You come down here and circle it. What the key to the city does is it gives all your bystanders, it makes them worth 1 additional point. So if I rescued this bystander, which is normally 4 points, and I got the key to the city, that is now, instead of being 4 points, it's 5 points. So that's one of, there's several little mini strategies. That's one of them, is to get a bunch of bystanders and to get the key to the city, because then they're worth 5 points each, which is a great payoff. You'll notice too, City Hall, as well as all the other locations, has a robot. What? That's the story of this. Robots are menacing the city. This robot, you can spend the same 2 dice and it defeats this robot minion. So you could put one number in there, like a 3, and then leave and come back later. And the second number you put has to equal that number, so you'd have to be a 3. You could do it on the same turn, but like with this dice roll, you can see that's not a choice, it's not an option. I could stick a 5 there and stay there and then roll again, then the next round have a 5 and put a 5 there and defeat it. You cross it off, you come down here, you cross off that. They're worth 4 points at the end of the game. That's pretty good payoff. It's per die invested. It's 2 honor. That's pretty good. If you notice, there's one of those at every location, but in the 6th location, the junkyard, is the robot villain, the robot mastermind, the robot boss here. And it's just like the other ones, except it has 4 spaces in it. And it's the same thing. Once you put a number in, all the other numbers you put will have to be the same number as that one. Pretty wild, right? So if I put a 4 in, the next 3 numbers there have to be 4s. But if you defeat that one, you come down here, you cross this off, it's still 4 points, but it's even better. If you notice next to it has this ×2, you circle the ×2 down here and it makes all your robot minions and that robot you just defeated double the points. So instead of just being 4 points, they're 8 points. 8 points. So defeating this, it's an automatic 8 points, right? You're giving you 4, but giving you the ×2 bonus, so 8 points. But that's another strategy, is to try to go around to all the places in the city, defeat all the robot minions, make sure you defeat the robot villain, and get a ton of points. All right, let's come back here. We're going to fly over here to the restaurant. We're going to learn about how to defeat these jokers. This is pairs, and you can start in any place and continue in any place. I didn't say that in City Hall. You don't have to start anywhere in particular. You could do like one in the middle and then do one in the corner. You can do it in any order, and you can leave and come back and keep going, that kind of deal. So the restaurant is, think like they're little tables here. People are sitting around tables. Isn't that fun? They're having their nice dinner. And there's the chef. I think it's like an Italian restaurant because the chef is holding a bowl of spaghetti. And he's going, oh no. So there you're trying to do pairs, and you can do it in any order. I could do a 1 here and then a 6 here and come back and do that 1 to finish that. When you finish one of the tables, it's usually 4 victory points, but 2 of them give you 2 victory points and a move bonus, or 2 victory points and a help bonus. Very good. Also, if you finish a column, like the set of 1s, 2s, and 3s, then that's how you get these bystanders. Now, wait a minute. That's not a regular old bystander here. What is that? That's a dog. And it's a really cute dog. It's modeled after my dog, Lily. So if you rescue the dog, it's just like another bystander. You come down here, you circle it. But there are 3 animal bystanders on the board, on the map. And if you rescue all 3 animal bystanders, you are the animal hero. And it gives you 5 extra points. That's what this purple ribbon is. You would circle that. And so that's a nice payoff. Each one of those is 4 points, the animal bystanders. But if you get all 3, you get 5 extra points. So if you notice, the dog is here in the restaurant, the hamster is in the school, and the cat is hanging out over in the library. All right, let's fly down to the park. There's some mysterious stuff going on at the park. There's someone running, but there was like some sort of alien crash or some sort of foreign UFO that came from the sky, and no one knows what it is. But there's this alien technology. So there's two different things you can do. You can go this way, which is kind of simulating running on a path, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. You just have to start with an odd number. So like this, I could either put a 5 there or a 1 there. The next number is even, put a 2 there. The next number is odd, put a 5 there. The next number is even, put an even number there. It's not too hard to advance on this one, right? Because the odds of you hitting one of those is 50% chance, right, on the dice. 1, 3, or 5, or 2, 4, or 6. But, you know, there's points along the way, and there's bonuses. Here's a jogger bystander you can get. If you finish the whole thing, you'll get, what is that, 20 points plus 4? So that's pretty good. You know, 15 points plus 4. And then the bonuses. It's great. You're just running down the path, saving the day. But here's this other thing. You can try to do a similar thing, but it's specific numbers. It's still odd, even, but they're 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to go in order from left to right. You can't skip and jump to 1 and then come back. So this is one that's different from these two, where it's kind of free-for-all. This one you do have to go exactly in that order. But at the end of this is this bonus alien technology. You come down here, and it's 10 points for that. That's a great payoff. And who knows what this is? I don't know. It kind of looks like a QR code. We will have to find out in the months ahead. But let's look here at the school zone. Here, the school is similar to the restaurant in regards that it's 6 sets of things. And if you finish a column, you'll get the bystander and similar pointing. But it's a school, so it's math. Time to do some math. You're trying to get pairs that equal 7. So you put a number in there, and the second number will have to be an exact number to equal 7. So this roll is actually perfect in this zone because I could put a 1 in there and then put a 6 in there. That equals 7, right? Or I could put a 2 in another spot. The next number has to be a 5. Put a 5 there and get that. You can do start anywhere, continue anywhere. That's the school. Let's look at the library. The library is similar to the park. It's like bookcases, bookshelves that are at the library. And there are 3 columns. You can start in any column and continue on from any other column. But the first number has to be any number you want. But the next number you put has to be plus or minus that number. So if I put a 4 in here, the next number has to be a 3 or a 5, right? Plus 1 or minus 1, the previous number. If you put a 6 in here, it does not wrap around. It has to go down -1 to 5. If you put a 1 in there, it has to go up. It doesn't wrap around to 2. So, you know, just think about that. And if you notice at the end of this one, it's 8 points and these 2 bonuses. End of this one, it's 6 points and a bystander. This one, the librarian, in honor of my love. And then this one, 6 points and the cat. Junkyard, last zone. This one you can cross off any one of the dice in the bottom row. And you cannot cross any dice above until the 2 dice below it have been crossed off. Think like how you stack blocks, right? So if I cross off this 3 and this 6, I still can't cross off anything above yet. I could just do the 4 or 5. Then I cross off this 4. Now I have access to cross off the 5 above the 3 and the 4. If you finish a row, that's where you get your honor and your bonuses. Finish a row, right? Here's this bystander. The construction worker is only on this 2. So you could potentially just do these 3, these 2, and then that 2 and get that construction worker. But if you want to get all the points, you want to finish it up and get all the way to top. Okay, that's all the rules of the game. There's one more rule, and then we're going to jump in. The Dice Knight. You are a superhero. You have superpowers. In the original Super Dice Heroes, you rolled for your superpowers. This one is a little different. You are set. Your superhero has a set power. So we're all working on the same playing field. And this is 3 times throughout the game, you have this ability you can spend. And what it does is it increases or decreases one of the dice that you had rolled by 1. This is not an extra die. This is manipulating one of the dice that was rolled. You can spend it multiple times on the same die. So if I really needed a 4, I could spend it all 3 times to move this up to a 2, to a 3, to a 4, right? Or I could just spend it one time and change this to a 2. 1s and 6s, again, do not wrap around. So 1 would have to go to 2, and 6 would have to go down to 5. That's everything. So at the end of the game, you'll total your score up. Over 100 or more is a good score. Those are high scores. And so that's kind of the idea. If you can get 100 or more, you're looking really good. The other thing that's really fun is logging your score. I say it's really fun, but you can log your score. And I've got a survey here. Maybe it's under survey. Is it survey? It's survey. It's just an easy Google form, but this is where you can log your score if you want to compete in the high score of the month. Also, this is where you put just little questions of what you did in that when you played that round, because that will affect the future. Okay, that's the game. Any questions? How are we looking? How are we feeling? It's been a long time explaining the game, but we're going to play now. Let's jump in. So we're going to go ahead and jump in, rolling 4 dice. You always write the number up here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited it's happening. 2, 3, 4, 4. I might use this red marker. I think that will show up the best. Yeah, I think so. So let's talk through our turn. 2, 3, 4, 4. So we could go down to the 4 zone and do a 3 and a 4. And then a 2. We could go to the 3 zone and we could do a 3 and a 4 and then put a 2 in the robot. That wouldn't be the worst. Wim, what's up, buddy? How you doing, pal? We're just jumping in. Where you wanted to play? It's just like Super Dice Heroes, but it's a saga. Can you believe it? Yeah, unique stream time tonight. I'm streaming an extra. Yep, just started. You want to play? We can wait a moment if you're interested in playing along. Here's the link, buddy. Yo, good for you. I'm glad you're on holiday. Hope it's restful for you. Cheers, you brought the sheets. I love it. Wim, this is right up your alley. This is high score. This is all about the high score. That is what we're living for. Okay, very good. Yep, we'll wait a moment. We had a nice fireside chat. Let's take a quick break and let's talk about Games for Good. Hey, friends. This is, all these games are free. And during the pandemic, started making free roll and write games for people to play at home for free. You can download them. You can play on Zoom. They're very Zoom friendly to play with folks. But just started featuring different nonprofits. And since just recently, I've been featuring things that don't require money. I don't know. Some people are tight on money. The idea that I had at first was, well, listen, I'm making a free game. So if you have money, then you can go support this organization with that, which is great. Do that if you can. But recently I've just been thinking, well, what are things that people could do that just to make the world a better place? Games for Good is the idea. So this is talking about helping real life heroes, firefighters. So there's local firefighters, and so this month's feature is encourage a firefighter. You may have a firefighter in your life, someone you know, family member or friend. Do whatever it looks like for that. It could just be a note. It could be a text. Or your local fire department, send them a note. Send them an encouraging note, or if you want to do something kind, send them some cookies or something, or a gift card, or but just a way to say thanks and for the real life heroes that are out there making a difference. Games for Good. How about that? All right, this has been an ad. But sheet ready. All right, Wim. Wim, do you have the gist of how to play? Are you okay? It's pretty straightforward in regards to Super Dice Heroes. It's the same idea. Same idea. Right, so our first roll was 2, 3, 4, 4. Oh, wow. This will be a lighter fare for you than Seventh Continent. This will be a nice break from the meat of that. Yep, quick recap. Same idea, right? Use a die to either move or help in a location. You start up here with your piece. Um, Same idea, they're bystanders, but they are also animal bystanders. Animal bystanders, if you get all 3, it gives you an animal hero. There's this key to the city, which makes all your bystanders +1, worth 1 extra point. Bystanders are normally 4 points, that bumps it up to 5. If you notice the different robots around the city, they have to have 2 numbers in them. You don't have to put them all in the same turn, but you can do 1 and then do 1 later, or you can do it in the same turn, but they have to be equal. There's the robot boss to beat. It takes 4 dice to do that. They all have to be the same number. And that doubles all your robots. Normally a robot is 4 points, but that makes it 8 points per robot. Very good. There's this alien tech, which is just 10 points. There's no longer bonus dice. It is now split into bonus move and bonus help. And so you can spend those to either only help or spend that to only move, is the gist of those. These zones 1, 2, and 4 you can do in any order. Zone 3, you have to start it from the left and go to the right. Zone 5, you have to start at the bottom. You can do any in any order and go up. And the junkyard starts at the bottom and goes upward. You have to finish rows or the 2 dice that are below it. Bonus help, you spend it and you get a die of any number to help in the location where you are. Does that make sense? So like you could add a 5 here if you're in this zone, right? So it's like the bonus dice of the original. It's just you can't use it to move. Yeah, extra die, but only for helping. And the move one is extra die only for moving. Got it? All right, shall we jump in? First roll was 2, 3, 4, 4. We were just talking through some turns. Could go to the 2 zone and do 4, 4, which is pretty good, and do a 3. I kind of like that. I like getting bonuses early because it gives you a lot of choices. I kind of like the 4 idea too. We could do 3, 4, and then do a 2 over here. I want to rescue all the animals. That's what I'm here for. Here, we're going to move down to the 4 zone. I love this little piece. We're going to do a 4 here. That means the next number has to be a 3. I'm going to move these as I spend them. So 3 and a 4. I have a 2 to spend. Oh, let me get this. So this will go down here. Unlock to help. With this 2, I could either put it in with the robot, or I could start on a 7. The moment I commit to a 7, then that number has to be a 5. I have to get a 5 in there. Let's do it. When you're ready. Very good. Jump on in here. I'm going to put a 2 over here. You know, it's not as many points, but what the bonuses do is it allows for flexibility for you to be able to get more turns, basically. Get more action, which gives you more points. Extends the game in a way. It's still only 12 rounds, but it just gives you more play to be able to do that. Are you ready? I am Dice Knight. It's the Dice Knight. But his story is he... Yeah. Very good. Are we good? Are we good for next roll? Are we good? Shall I do roll 2? Here we go. 1, 1, 4, 6, which is a decent roll for us. All right, 1, 1, 4, 6. Thanks for joining in, Wim. Have fun. So, thoughts. Here's a bummer. We didn't hit our 5. That's kind of the issue with that. We could convert our help into a 5. You know, we could spend that to get a 5. We could do 1, 1. And we're kind of, let's see. We could do 1, 6. Why don't we do this? I think we're going to hang here a little bit longer. We're going to do a 1 and a 6, which equals 7, right? So that gives us this. We'll total this at the end of the game, the honor. So we did 1 and a 6. Now, I do have a 4. I could spend the 4 to go anywhere. Remember, with how movement works, you can spend it to go to any zone if it's the same one. But I think I'm going to just commit to hanging out here. The question is, do I put the 4 here or the 1 here? 6. I think I'll put the 1 here and the 4 up here. And, you know, I do want to get those bystanders. So once we're doing this for the robot, we're going to want to try to get down to the junkyard at some point. I mean, another strategy is to just do like to just go to every zone and try to get as many bystanders as possible, right? So that would be finishing these 2 zones, doing this one, getting this one, sneaking here, just doing this, doing these 2, and then doing this little bit, which I think you can do that with all the rolls. I mean, you can do that with all the rolls. But let's look at roll 3. Are you ready for roll 3? 1, 3, 4, 6. 1, 3, 4, 6. Well, we hit our 6 and we hit our 4, which is awesome. So we defeat this. We come down here and cross one off. Excellent. Here's our 6. Love it. That unlocks this. That gives us our hamster. He's so precious. Look at those beady eyes. Here we have 1 of 3. Do we cut our losses and get out of here and just spend one of our helps to do that? Where do we go then with our 1, 3? I think we're going to hang here a little longer. I guess the worst thing would be is if we roll a 1. This seems wild. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a 1 there and a 3 there. So what we really want is a 4, 5, and 6. That would be stellar. And then we're peace out from the school. Because I really want to get this bystander. If we can get 4, 5, 6, it would be the perfect roll. If we could hit at least 2 of those, it'd be really good. If we just roll low, I think we just bail and go up to like City Hall. Ready, ready, ready. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, roll 4. 2, 3, 3, 4. Well, not a good roll for us, but that's okay. 2, 3, 3, 4. So, bummer, right? I guess we're going to go up. We'll put a 4 here. Gives us that. And then we're going to spend the 2. Should we spend the 2? Yeah. We'll spend the 2 to go up here to the restaurant. And we'll spend both 3s to knock out this. And that gives us a move bonus. So, it's fine. The bummer here is, I mean, if we do roll 3s, we'll just put it into the robot. Defeat the robot. All about that high score. Living that high score life. We're doing it. I'm really excited. I like this project it's been so energizing. It's been so fun. It gets me so excited thinking about where the story's going to go. It's interesting because I'll have to stagger it a bit, the story. You ready? All right, here we go. Roll 5. 2, 3, 4, 6. There's our 3 that I did not want. Ugh. Now we're just like, oh, we have, what am I doing? I have our superhero ability. Oh, I should have used that last time. But this does give us some options. I like this. We're going to spend one of our superhero abilities to turn this 3 into a 4. And we're going to spend both these 4s. You don't do them at the same time, but I just happen to have them here. And that gives us a help bonus. I feel a lot better about this now. And let's do a 2 and a 6. I really want to get the dog. I want to snag all the animals. Yeah, so you do have, if you look up here, Wim, your superhero, you do have 3 uses. It's not, we all have the same superpower. It is that you can plus or minus a die 1 per use. You can do it multiple times on the same die if you want to. So I've been hanging out at the school, saving hamsters. Went to the restaurant. I see this dog in the back eating spaghetti. Lady in the Tramp in it. And I'm like, listen, I'm going to rescue you from this robot that's about to eat you. Who's doing this robot? Who built these robots? Where did they come from? What is this madness? Shall we do roll 6? 1, 1, 1, 3. All right, very good. So we're going to spend a 1 and a 1. And I think we are going to plus this 1 to make it a 2. That finishes that zone. And that gives us this, the chef. Oh no, you rescued the chef. Oh my. Now let's put this 3 here in the robot. Gosh, the best roll would be 3, 5, 5, 6. That would just blow my mind. That would be a great roll for us. That would really put us over the top here. Wim, you said y'all are on a holiday and you're playing Seventh Continent. Are you playing any other games? Enjoying any other games? I have Seventh Continent. I got it from a friend, and I have not played it yet. It's still, the cards are still wrapped up in the shrink. I need to try it out. I'm intimidated by it. Intimidated by some of these big games. Roll 7. Here we go. Ooh, Charterstone. Excellent. Well, I hate it. This is a bad roll. Oh, Wingspan Asia. Yeah, I love... Wingspan is my favorite. And Wingspan Asia, they just did such a good job making it a duet, like a 2-player game. I love the new board in the middle. It's wonderful. So I think we're going to spend some bonuses. 1, 2, arg. What have I done? Justice. I must save the city. Well, let's do this. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I'm going to spend one of my helps to do this 6. I'm going to spend one of my plus to do this 4 into a 5. I'm going to spend my second help bonus to get this 5. And that gives us that. It also gives us the dog. We must rescue the dog. Oh, reminds me of the dog in Dice in the Darkness. Good memories. Here's what's a bummer. We've spent all of these, and we have a move here, and we cannot finish this robot. So we're going to flee. The question is, do we use our move bonus, or do we spend the 1 4 4? Where would 4s be good? I'm limiting myself, but that's okay. I'll spend this move bonus and move to the 1 zone, and then I'm going to X off one of these 1s, and then I'm going to put both 4s in here for the robot and defeat it. Arg! Y'all ready? You good, Win? So we're looking at roll 8 here. Oh, good. Do you like it? Is it good? I mean, people that are into it, they really enjoy it. 1 3 3 5. Don't love the 5. You can work with these 3s. 1 3 3 5. I really regret spending all my bonuses. Yeah, good, good, good. I think we're just gonna need to waste this 5. I can't do it. 1 3 3. I think we're gonna fly down here and do. That's it. We spent all of ours. We did the 1, the 3, and the 3. Then we flew with the 5. All right, maybe our roll, like this is a really funny roll, because like usually the library is pretty easy to complete, usually, but like look at this roll. This is actually like the worst roll for this, and like this might be a pretty good roll, or the park is pretty easy to do unless you literally roll all odds. You know, kind of funny. Funny, funny, funny. We have 4 rolls left. In these 4 rolls, I do want to finish the school, because that's a lot of. I've already committed 2 dice there. I don't think we're going to make it back to defeat that robot, but it would be great to finish these 2 columns, to be able to sneak up here and to finish City Hall. Roll 9 is 2 5 5 6. Roll 9 is 2 5 5 6. Well, this is okay, because we're going to do 5 6 5. Yep. And we'll start another column here with 2. So we really are live with, unless it's all 2s and 5s, because this we can do 1 3. This we could do 4 6. And if we do potentially hit 4s, what am I saying, 2s and 5s, we could stick at the very least one of them over here. Raid! Thanks for the raid. Hello. Hope everyone's doing well. D Walls, thanks for the raid, and thanks for stopping in here. We're playing a premiere of my game, Super Dice Heroes Saga. What were y'all playing? We're just coming up here on the final rounds. This game is a free-to-play roll-and-write game, and it's going to be episodic, playing out throughout 2023. And you can download it and play along as we go. It plays solo. It plays up to 99 plus people. You use all the same dice rolls is the idea. My name's Joe. Beluga Bliss Games here. So thanks for the raid. D-Walls. How fun. I like the little Book of 8 raid. Those are fun. Cute little characters. So we're trying to rescue bystanders and defeat these horrible robot minions that are menacing the city. And on a turn, you roll 4 dice, and then you use those dice to help or to move. And there are 6 locations to move around the city. And we have our character, the Dice Knight. Are you ready? I am Dice Knight. So majestic. So majestic. Well, I think Wim's playing along. Wim and company are playing along here. So we're gonna do roll 10. What do I want? I want 3. I'd love a 4 or a 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. 1, 4, 4, 5. So we write it up here in the round tracker. 1, 4, 4, 5. Is this good or bad? It's okay because we can finish one of our spots here, which I really like. I think we're going to hang here a little bit longer in this zone. Doubles, please. There you go. Got your 4s, Wim. Wim, you're going to delight in the points that come out of this game. 4, 5. You know what I'm going to do? This seems wild to not finish this and get the cat, but I want to set up for a turn that I have the most options. So I'm going to do 4, spend a 4 here, spend a 5 here, spend a 4 here, and then spend the 1 here. Now remember, they have to be plus or minus 1 as you continue. Putting the 1 here does put me into, I have to put a 2 here next time. But this lets it be 3 or 5. This is 4 or 6. So no matter the roll, well, let me say this. No, if the roll is, as long as it's not all 1s, I'll get to do stuff. If it's all 1s, I will finish this robot and then cry that it's a bunch of 1s. So we're getting down to the wire here, and I'm worried about our score. Bystanders, gosh. If the rolls go well, I think we could break 100. Quest for 100. Always and forever. Here we go. Roll 11. Let's do it. 2, 2, 3, 5. I think this was a really good roll. 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5. Was it a good roll? It was a good roll. Because we're going to do a 2 here and a 3 here, correct? Yep. Right? That gives us the librarian. I rescued them. And with this 5, we're going to put it here above the 4. This is really good because it gives us our bonuses, which, my goodness, that really helps us. So we have a 2 left over. We have 1 roll left? Ugh, oh my gosh. I hate that. So we're going to put the 2 here because it's just the same idea, giving us options for this final roll. Because again, if we can hit a 4 or a 6 or a 2, we fill in those spots. If we don't, we'll spend our move bonus and finish the cat especially. But if we hit at least 1 of those, then we'll finish this whole zone. We have this move bonus, we can move away and then try to scoop up and get 6, 5 here, 3 here. If we hit a 3 or a 1 here, if we, the very rare case where we got a lot of 4s, that would net us some points too. Or a 2, 4 would finish one of these. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love the min-maxing, trying to high score. 1, 3, 4, 6. Let's see what this does for us. 1, 3, 4, 6. There might be some tanking here, a lot of thinking. We did not hit our 2, we hit our 3. And our 1. I think this is actually pretty good. We spend our 6, definitely, right? And check this out. Since we got all 3 animals, we are the animal hero. That's what we're here for. I'm going to go ahead and write that 5 here. That's awesome. We finished this whole zone. We still could put a 2 here. You know, that gives us points for that robot, but I think there might be some better payoff if we save our dice. Let me see here. So this would be potentially doing the 1, the 3, 4, 4, 4. I think it's better to do a 4 and that 2. Right, because that gives us 8 points. Yeah, I think it's better to finish one of those lines, right? But I think we'll have 1 left over. So if we spend this now for the 2, and then we move up with our move bonus, we still have those 3 dice left. We move here. We do the 3, we get an extra. We do the 1, we do a 4, and we do a 2, right? Yep. All right. So we're going to spend our help bonus here. Do the 2, defeat that. We're going to spend our move bonus to move up here. We're going to do the 3. I'm going to move these just so I don't mess it up. Gain another help. Do the 1. Rescue the mayor. Huzzah! And then we'll do a 4 here. And then we'll spend our help to do a 2 here. And that gives us +8. We did it. We did it. How did you do? All right. Let's total up some points here. One zone, we hit 8. The key, if you get the key, it increases, it makes all your bystanders worth 1 additional point. That's why it's like +1. So you're instead of 4, they become 5 points each. What was this, 10, 20? We did not even go to the park. We're like, forget it. I hate this. 10, 14 for zone 4. We didn't even go to zone 6 either. So what do we get here? 12, 20. We got a lot of bystanders though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 24 points for bystanders. 12 points for robots. We did not have any bonuses left over. We did not get the alien tech. We did get the hero of the city. You know, it's time for some math. Carry the 1. If it's this plus that plus this plus that. We did it. We just barely broke 100. We hit 103. Crunching the numbers. 103. Awesome. That's great. I'm very happy with that. So here's what is fun about this. We're going to get to the closing story in just a moment. Wim, congratulations. Quest for 100. So here's what's fun is this achievement tracker. This is all just extra and for funsies. But I love achievements, trophies, all that jazz. So we're looking at our first play here. What is today? 1, 2, 23. Steph, what's up? Happy New Year. You're at Duchess's. Very good. Hey to Duchess. We're playing a round of Super Dice Heroes Saga January, the premiere. So my first play is 103. Now, here's the idea. Is at the end of the year, I want to put all this in a book, and that your first play, that's like your first score. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, Wim, if you want to, I think it's in, if you go to the website, that will actually, that has all the things if you go there. Also, here's, if you'll do this time, you know what it's time for? Steph, I'm so glad you're here. Are you ready? Let's fill this out, and then we're going to get to what it's time for. But the idea is here, 103 is my first score of it. Your first play of a game is just so precious. It's like, it's just you're learning all the things. You can figure out many plays later of the best min-max to score, but I think the first play is so fun. So that's the idea. That's why it's pink, is that at the end of the year, you would take all your first plays, and that would give you a certain score. Okay, that's the gist. So if you're into keeping up with all this, save the sheet, or put that in a notes app or something so you can look at it later. Here's what's also fun is these are collecting things, collectibles. And so all these that I collected in this run, I'm going to circle, and then I will have them for, it's like I've unlocked them. So I got all the animals, very happy about that. Oh, yeah, look at that. There we go. This turned out, I like how this achievement sheet turned out. This was just a last minute thought. I did not get these others, right? So then when I play again in the future, I can try to go for those to try to get my lifetime collection to 100%. I didn't get the construction worker, but I did get the librarian. Next time, construction worker. Didn't get the teacher or the jogger. Did I not? That was sad. But I did get the mayor. I love how silly these guys look. Oh no! And I got the chef. Spaghetti. I got a total score of at least 100. That's the first achievement here. There are 9 achievements down here at the bottom, which are just, again, lifetime achievements. Defeat all the robots in a single game. Did not do that. Rescue every bystander in a single game. I got kind of close. It's hard to do. Collect every help and move bonus in a single game. That's going to be a really hard achievement. I may have that. I think you can do it, but that may not be fun to do. These other ones are play 2 games, play 5 games, officially log your score. Do you know what this is time for? Do you know what this means? Do you know what it's time for? It might be time for a survey. It's time for a survey. Can you believe it? Here we go. We're back on it. We're back on the hype train. Survey. So here's the link. I believe that will work. I'm going to fill it out. I mean, am I going to mess up the numbers? I'm going to fill it out. Yep. So it has total score. So you get to put your score in. And all of these pieces in the survey are optional. So if there's anything that you don't want to put in, you don't have to. Then it says items collected, gained, or defeated this game. And you click each one that you got. Animal Hero, I got that. Key to the City, I did not get that. Alien Tech, nope. Robot Villain, nope. Did you rescue any animal bystanders? And then you click each one. Dog, yes. Cat, yes. Hamster, a yes. Now this is important because I can't tell you. Because things. This is great. Did you defeat 3 or more robot minions and or villains? Yes, I did. I defeated 3. Exactly. If competing for the high score, Hero of the Month, your name as you'd like it to appear. All right, now, I'm not entering any of my names into the high score list. I am putting in for the for those. So I guess I am going to put it's me though. I know. I filled it out. And then there's an option there if you want to receive a monthly email update about Super Dice Heroes Saga. Submit your email here. Again, optional. But then it says this. Thanks for playing. Tune in February for the freezing groundhog. Bum, bum, bum. All right. So, and you can submit every time you play, if you're able to, submit your score. Submit your score. Submit those things. And if you really want to have something happen, like you really care about the dog, make sure you rescue the dog every time you play and log that. Or the mysterious alien technology. Whatever you feel like might happen, you can push the numbers that way by playing and doing. Do you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. This has been a delight. That's the achievement tracker. Oh, I need to circle my, look, I did log my score. Got another achievement. So we could jam another game, right? Next time I play, I'm going to be looking at these bystanders and these three. The good thing is all these things are good when you play. Yeah, Wim, I can't believe I beat Wim. Yeah, I've had a few more plays than him on it, but you wait. Wim will soon be beat. We'll be breaking this game. I hope so. Wim, I have been thinking about what is it, if it's going to be Wim on the trophy every month, is there a limit to how many times you can be superhero of the month? I don't know. We'll see. Corthane said, and then log it on Legends DM Meta Game Quest. What is Legends DM? Oh, very good. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, that's fun. Yes, indeed. Did you stream? I'll have to look at the replay. I saw it. I saw it on her like thing. It said dinner with Duchess with a very special friend or surprise guest. I did see that, but I was in progress of getting different things, so I missed it. I'll watch the replay. How fun! Hey to Duchess. I'm glad y'all are getting to hang out, play some games, get some good time during the holiday. Oh my gosh, Super Dice Heroes. I'm just delighted. I think I've got thoughts. I think my favorite thing is this silly 3D printed thing. There was this, what is it, Zaya Legends of a Drift System, back when that came out years ago on Kickstarter. I didn't back it. I haven't played it. I'd love to. But I did look at the Kickstarter a couple times, and they did a thing where they had 3D printed ships, and you could print them at home, and that to me just like blew my mind that was real. That you could make a piece, that people could print them at home to get their own piece. And so this was just kind of a last minute idea. And so I'm so delighted with how it turned out. And we're going to have a collection of these by the end of the year. We'll have all these superheroes, super villains, maybe. Yes, yes, surprises to come. But next month is going to be fun. Groundhog, the freezing groundhog. Yeah, you know, I did, Steph. There's this website called Tinkercad that I'm just learning how to use, and it's free. It's used a lot for educational things. Wim, thank you so much for joining on. Blessings to you. How fun, how fun. And I last time you said I'd love to find a time to play a game in person. I'd love to. That would be so much fun. So the next time we're in the same space at a convention or something, please. That would be so much fun. But Tinkercad has this where it's 3D modeling stuff, and I'm really just trial by error learning. But thankfully, it comes with pre-done shapes, and then you can resize them. And that's just what I did. And these were triangles, and I just resized them. And I just was like, well, I'll try it. And it's using in like, I guess, positive and negative space. I don't know the right terms. But so the mouth was like negative space. So you did like a rectangle and then turned it and then put it into that. So it erased from the rectangle. But gosh, I mean, like, I was like, I can do this, okay. So what this means is all the superheroes in the future are all going to be simple shapes, shapes that are not complicated, forms of squares, triangles, circles, rectangles that can be easily made. Um, uh, but I just think that's so fun. That's so fun. So listen, I'm not streaming on Thursday. I will be in class. Simple shape heroes. Oh, the closing story. What am I doing? Gather around, dear friends. My mic is on this time, Corthane. Thank you. Conclusion. Read after finishing game. The dice knight stomps on the final robot, and sparks and pieces of metal fly from beneath his foot. He exhales deeply, tired from the intense battle. He says to himself, I'm getting too old for this. I could use some help next time. Maybe a sidekick, or even a team. But tonight, this city, my city, is safe again. With bystanders celebrating and animals jumping up and down with joy, the dice knight disappears into the shadows and darkness. Until next time, ... All right, here's our dice knight. You ready? I am
I am Dice Knight.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Corthane, you work in AutoCAD. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Very good. Very good. I'm not familiar with AutoCAD. Is that similar to TinkerCAD? I don't even know. I mean, I'm so new to all of it. Just learning about it. That was such a fun thing for us to be able to get a 3D printer. It's been such a fun project. I've turned into like a dealer for my daughter's school. I'm printing all these. She'll come home with a list of what her friends want printed, and then I'm just sending these 3D printed toys back to school for them. It's like this underground 3D printing market that's happening. It's all free. It's not being charged, but it cracks me up. Like all the things you can print. How fun, how fun. Well, this has been a joy. As I was saying, I'm not going to be here on Thursday. So next week, though, I think we'll be back to our normal stream schedule. I think just because of Super Dice Hero Saga, at the beginning of each month, I'm going to try to stream when I wouldn't normally stream, just to get a different time, different bat channel to stream with folks. So potentially on Sunday afternoon, Eastern Standard Time here. Monday's my day off, and so that's why Monday is a pretty good time too. But trying to catch before trying to bedtime with the girls or pick up, so it's kind of a unique thing. But here we are. We did it today. This has been delightful. I'm just so happy about where this is going to go this year. I've got February a good bit in my mind. But fill out those, log your scores, and that will affect March. We'll see what transpires in March. I can't believe it. Let me refresh. I think we're going to raid somebody. And I've got to do a few more things this evening before. All right. Loading, loading, loading. That was so nice of D-Walls to raid. Don't always get a raid. Feels good. We're going to raid somebody else. I think also if you want to play along tomorrow night, I believe our friends Meeple Grande are going to be playing this very game. Gosh, I think they don't have I think that's their, I don't think they have numbers after it. So I believe that's the correct way to shout out. Who's playing? We have Gen Con TV, which just looks like they came on. Brothers Murph are going to be doing it. Hey, Time Roller, how are you? We're just getting ready to raid. Wigsby is doing something. Wigsby is involved with Board Game Geek, but I believe that he has been playing video games like a marathon or something. Yeah, I guess they're streaming this tomorrow. Oh, very good. Thank you, Time Roller. Yeah, you know what? I since streaming at a different time, I didn't realize when I posted it that I was streaming. I'd set the time at the exact time that they Wigsby is rating. What? What? You're gonna play Verdant. Oh, fun! Oh, that game looks wonderful. It looks wonderful. Oh, interesting. Wigsby 1-2 Day, January 2nd. Huh. That's neat. So are they, I guess I don't know what that means, Time Roller. Are they doing something special? Legends, what's up? How are you, friend? You doing all right? Man, oh man. Fun to stream at a time I don't normally stream. Seeing folks. Team Legends. Happy New Year. Can you believe 2023? I had to write a check yesterday and I actually wrote the correct day. Whoa! Hello! Well, Wigsby, I was just about to raid you. Oh my gosh, friends, thanks for the raid. Well, this is so fun. Board Gamer Steph, hello. Time Roller, what's up? Well, this is so funny. I was just looking at the raid to raid, and I was just about to raid Wigsby. What if you raid the other person at the same time? What happens? Well, friends, hello. New friends. My name's Joe, and Beluga Bliss Games here. Stream a lot of free roll and writes. That's kind of my shtick around here. I'll show you the table here, what we just did. Wigsby, thank you. Board Gamer Steph, you're so kind. Was watching one of your videos the other day of y'all playing a game. Look at y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling all the love. Hey, let me show the table here and I can show you what we just did. We're playing this new, this is new. This is brand new. This is a 2023 jam. And this is Super Dice Heroes. I don't know if you got a chance to play that over the past years, but this is a new version of that. Super Dice Heroes Saga. It's a roll and write, but it's going to be played over all of 2023. And so each month, a new mission will come out. So this is January's mission. You're the Dice Knight. You're trying to save the city from these robots. It's free. It's free to play. So I just shared the link there. That's a Dropbox to this. Also, if you go to, this feels like, well, this is the website that you can get access to all these free roll and writes. They're all on Board Game Geek also. But the idea is after you finish a play, you have your you have an achievement sheet. You're trying to score the best score and over several plays, unlock all the different characters, and then log your score. When you log your score, that will affect the story in the future months. So like who you rescued, what animals you rescued, what you did in that mission. And also if you're into competing for high scores, you can compete for the Superhero of the Month Club. And you'll be immortalized. as the person who got the high score for that one. So isn't that fun? We've had a good time here. We just finished. I scored 103. Wim played along, got 100. That's getting over 100 is really that's a high score. Um, but all this is available online for free if that is something you're interested in. Also, if you have a 3D printer, there's you can get access to these to print your own piece to play from home. Isn't that fun? I was delighted about that. But listen, we're going to rate somebody in a minute. But before I do that, I'm going to play the promo because, you know, y'all are here and it's fun. And then we'll close out the stream and we can go raid, I guess, not Wigsby because they were kind of raided us. But probably Gen Con TV, eh? But let me play this little video and then we will head on our way. We did it.
Again, dice night.
I forgot that our little buddy was still here. Oh, what a joy. Well, thanks for hanging out and playing, and thanks for the raids. Made me feel so good. All the feels. And how fun. What a fun time tonight. But I usually stream on Thursdays at noon, 12 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. But with Super Dice Hero Saga, the start of each month, I'm going to try to stream to get the month rolling here. Let's go raid some friends. I know folks that just came in here, you're just joining on, but we are coming to the end of our time too. So have fun. All right, well, let's go raid our friends at Gen Con TV. Brothers Murph are playing. You can go join in with them and say hey. Let me refresh. It won't let me raid. Maybe it'll work this time. But Happy New Year. We made it to 2023. I'm so glad. Thanks, Legends. Yeah, you're too sweet. Very good. I hope it works. I hope this raid works. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to work. It's weird. It says unable to raid Gen Con TV at this time. Maybe if I go directly to them, do you think that would work? Maybe not. Well, maybe we can jump over there. I know it's not as official to just say, hey, go to them. Hopefully you can play a lot of games in 2023. It's been a fun time. It's been a fun time. A lot of good games to play right now too, aren't there? Let's see. I'm just pulling up them directly, and then maybe we could raid that way. Oh, they're playing Tidal Blades. Very good. Here, share? No. It's funny. I don't know why it won't let me raid. Well, that's too bad. Yeah, I don't know. That's funny. That's too bad. Well, let's I'll try one more time here, and if not, we can just you can just go join them yourself. That sounds so bad, doesn't it? Huh, I wonder if there's something wrong with my settings. Well, we'll jump over there and say hey. We'll see you over on the other side on the chat, okay? But this has been so fun. Thanks for the raids and Happy New Year. We'll see y'all next time, okay?